YouTube, what's going on with y'all boys, man? So I pretty much wanted to cover two topics with this video. The first one being exactly what the title is, pretty much why I'm quitting Mortal Kombat 1. And in this footage y'all gonna see me, this is actually the footage of me fighting Foxy Grandpa. Pretty much the first topic is just pretty much why I'm quitting Mortal Kombat 1, and then I'm gonna end up talking about why all of you will be disappointed with the Legacy Collection, because people think that this Legacy Collection will end up having MK9 and Shaolin Monks, and I'm just sitting here like, it's no way that y'all think that this collection is gonna have all these games. Like, it's not gonna have all this stuff. Like, it may have Deadly Alliance and all that, but we're gonna get into all that. So make sure to hit that like button. Also follow me on Twitch, because more than likely I'm streaming on Twitch right now. So make sure y'all go follow me on Twitch. We're doing big things. I'm doing giveaways, all that stuff. So follow me on Twitch. Link in the description. I got it up on the screen right now. Anyways, so pretty much I kind of just wanted to cover a couple of topics. So pretty much the first topic of why I quit MK1, it's pretty much like the metas of the game are just not fun. Like, every single meta that we went through with this game, from the Cyrax stuff at the beginning to like the Kano knives to Homelander being incredibly annoying and having an actual infinite block string, to now it's the T1000. Like, the metas in the game are just not fun. And then on top of that, the DLC characters are just not fun to use, and yet they're all better than the base roster. It's like that the company that is making this game is just like, hey, with the DLC characters, let's just make them better than everybody else, even though everybody else is already trash to begin with. So it's not like these DLC characters are good, they're just better than everybody else who are already terrible. So they're just not as bad. So it's like the metas of the game are boring, the DLC is trash, and then on top of that, it's like we have no content in the game. Like, there's no content. We had to wait how long? Like a year for Warrior Shrine, just to be something that people would click one time and never watch again. Then we had just the community in general. Like, I just saw a video that Zombat ended up dropping, where he talked about why MKX is so loved, and I looked in the comments, and there are people saying that MKX isn't a good game. I don't know where all this MKX hate has come from over the last like 2 years, ever since this game dropped. But for anybody to sit here and say that MKX is not a fun game, they either A, never played it, B, they're following a lot of these new YouTubers who have like sponsorships and contracts with NetherRealm, because they all have the same one mind, one everything opinion. And I'm sitting here like, how are you gonna play MK11 and 1 and then say that MKX is not a fun game? Now, because of these subsidiary like groups of fans, there are some people who think that MK9 is great and everything afterwards is terrible. There's some people who love MKX, don't like 9, and then there's somehow the 2.5 people that love MK11 and or MK1. I'm one of the people who think that MK9 is a top 5 MK game along with MKX. I think MK11 and MK1 are both bottom 5 MK games. I think they're both terrible games. I think in terms of a video game in general, I think that MK1 is just the absolute worst Mortal Kombat game that we've gotten in the last 15 years. And like, the community, it's like they want one thing, and then when they get it, they don't want it, or they're tired of it, or they said that they wish they didn't get it in the first place. Like, there's so many things wrong with the MK community, and I just don't understand why it is the way it is. And then now I want to talk about how with this MK Legacy Collection, people swear that there's going to be all of these games on this collection, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, if this collection is $60, which it more than likely won't be, more than likely it'll be $70, which is the new norm, but if it's $60, there's no possible way that people think that you're going to get MK1, 2, 3, UMK3, 4, Trilogy, Deadly Alliance, what is it, the Deception GBA version or whatever they're getting. It's no way you think you're getting all these games, and then on top of that, you're gonna end up getting Shaolin Monks 2 and Armageddon and MK9. None of that's happening. So in my opinion, what I think is gonna happen, I think we're gonna end up getting up into Deception. I think that they will end up putting Deadly Alliance and maybe Deception, like not even the handheld version, but the actual console version of the games. I think they will end up putting that in the collection. Shaolin Monks is a hard no. I would love to be wrong. Shaolin Monks is a 100% no. There's not even a I doubt. No, Shaolin Monks is not being in this collection. It's not happening. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks will not be in this collection. Armageddon will not be in this collection because there's no reason to have Deadly Alliance, Deception, and It's no reason to have all three of these when they all play so similar. And then on top of that, Armageddon, there's so much missing content from Armageddon that's in Deception. And then on top of that, with Deception, you have to think about the fact that Conquest mode is a thing. So many of these things, like, yes, these games are old and they don't take as much space. Deception and all these games are so small in comparison to the new games, but you have to think about the fact that there's so much content that they could spread out over years. Like, they could spread like there could be a legacy collection or a master collection in 5 more years from now that ends up having Shaolin Monks and Armageddon and even DC Universe somehow, if they get the rights to that again, because that's like, there's so much stuff that goes into that. And then on top of that, MK9. But the thing is, I think that there will be a sequel or a remake to Shaolin Monks before they end up re-releasing it in the collection. I just don't think it's happening. And fans, all of us, most of you, will be so disappointed with what happens with this collection that people are going to be mad once again at what happens. And I'm sitting here I'm waiting on it to happen. Like, I'm literally waiting on everybody to be mad again that something is wrong with this collection. And then on top of that, this movie is coming out probably within the same 2 weeks or within the same week as the Legacy collection. And this movie, it's already gotten people, like, people are getting copyright strike for even having trailer reactions to this Mortal Kombat trailer. And the thing is, most of it is just from people who are saying that they don't like certain things. They don't like the fact that Jade is bald, which she should not be bald. There's so many things wrong with this whole collection, and I'm just sitting here like, this company is copyright striking people for having negative opinions on a trailer of a movie that's not even out yet. So there's so many things that could go wrong with the entire community within the next 4 months. I'm telling you, because the thing is, they have not released they haven't put out a release date for the Legacy collection yet, but I can almost guarantee you that it'll be in October. Not only because of the movie, but because of the fact that it's October. Mortal Kombat has always had like this horror thing going around with its name. I just truly think the movie and everything's coming out in October. But in terms of me playing MK1, I am done playing MK1 unless it's for a special occasion. I will 100% get the Legacy collection on day 1. I will also be watching the movie, so I will share my thoughts on all of that stuff. But when it comes to playing MK1, I'm done with that. I don't like where the community is right now. I don't like where the company is at right now. And I get that Warner Brothers has a hand in all of this stuff, but come on, bro, we can't just put all of it on Warner Brothers. Like, we have to put this on the stuff that on the company that's actually making the game. Warner Brothers has nothing to do with the frame data and all this extra stuff. Like, they have stuff to do with what characters goes into it, but not how the characters are designed. So do you get the difference in it? But it's like, we have to understand, and y'all have to understand, this company is doing all these things. They're doing this Legacy collection, they're working on the next Mortal Kombat game, and on top of that, they're doing a movie. There's 3 things going on at once, so that's a lot of things that's happening. But it's like the trailer for this movie already looks like the exact same trailer for the last movie. It looks like they're redoing the entire thing again, which makes no sense, because didn't they go over the fact that the last movie, like, there's a tournament about death and all this stuff. The trailer for this movie looked terrible. Jade is bald, which she should not be bald. Of course, they make the one female black character bald. The Legacy collection will not have as many games as y'all hope it has, and the next Mortal Kombat game might suck. So yeah, I hope it doesn't, but it more than likely will. I'm just tired of all this stuff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitch. But yeah, I'm out. New video probably the day after this, or in like 2 days. But yeah, I'm out, bruh.